why would Jesus have been a Bitcoiner?
Ooh, I love this. So I have a presentation about this, and I could probably talk for 10 minutes on this alone. Actually, I literally did talk for 45 minutes about this, but it boils down to
Go higher highs, higher lows. Every year my network grows. Every day my network grows. Running relays, running nodes.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Ask a Bitcoiner 21 Questions. I'm your host, Saida Gomez. Today, we've got Adam O'Brien, CEO of the Bitcoin Well, stepping up to the plate to answer 21 questions, but can he do it in 10 minutes?
let's see.
Let's see. So as you know, the first viewer to scan the ecash QR code wins the 2100 sats. And because Adam is feeling very generous today, he's also got something else for the viewers. Do you want to tell them?
Yes, so we have at Bitcoin Well what we call the Wishing Well, and it's kind of a retro-themed game on throwing a coin into the wishing well at a shopping mall or wherever and getting a wish. And of course, out of the Bitcoin Wishing Well comes Sats. And so when you use the Ask a Bitcoiner 21 Questions ref code, then you'll, as a customer, after you make your first transaction, you'll have 5 chances to win up to 1 million Sats in the Bitcoin Wishing Well. It's very, very cool. Literally, you know, a little coin goes into a well, and then out pops an LN URL with Sats preloaded. So you just get to rip some Sats from the well.
Very nice. So viewers, make sure you like, you subscribe, and you hit the notification bell so that you don't miss your chance to win. Now, Adam, it's your chance to win. You like that segue?
I like that. That's good.
I'm so cheesy.
I'm nervous about 21 questions in 10 minutes. I sometimes take 10 minutes to answer like one question. So we'll see how we do here.
I have this issue as well. And it's all good. Like, it's all about playing.
Of course.
You can let your competitive spirit rip while we do this, or you could play it where you drive home a key point. Entirely up to you. So you saw the questions ahead of time. I'm just going to show you the timer so you see it's 10 minutes.
Okay.
And I will read the first question and then I'll start the timer.
Let's go.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Mr. O'Brien. Okay. First question. What's something Bitcoin maxis believe that others don't?
Ooh, I think the thought and the desire that one single asset can truly be superior to everything else. Basically summed up, everything goes to zero against Bitcoin.
What famous investor called Bitcoin rat poison?
Ooh, was that Warren Buffett? Let's go.
The German government famously sold its Bitcoin in June/July 2024. How much did it sell? At what price? And what's the current market value?
Ooh, I feel like they sold, was it 3,000 Bitcoin?
I don't have the answer offhand.
Oh,
okay,
no.
3,000.
I
Okay,
don't
go.
either. I'm ripping. I think it was 3,000 Bitcoin that they sold at 30K. So they would have got, what's the math there? 3,000 Bitcoin at 30K. I'm just gonna make stuff up here. So for 90 million, but of course 3,000 Bitcoin is worth, let's go.
It's actually 50,000.
50? Oh, I thought it was less than the US government for some reason. So it was 50K Bitcoin. Okay. So they sold 50,000 Bitcoin. It was around 30K, right?
I think so. So here, one of the issues is that they're showing the dollar amount. So a website called All Invest or AI Invest says it's 50,000 Bitcoin.
Wow. So
And
50,000
at the time
Bitcoin,
it was 3 billion worth.
3 billion. So about 60,000 US dollars, which has now basically doubled. So they would have had, so thanks. I mean, what can we say? Thanks to the German government for the $3 billion donation.
Yeah, thanks for letting us stack. Okay, what's the longest anyone has waited for a single Bitcoin transaction to confirm?
Whoa. Maybe 45 minutes? Longer? Is it
Bitcoin
4
trivia,
hours?
it was like 21 days.
21 days? When was that?
They set the fee to like, I don't know, 0.4 or something per
just a small
V-byte, super
during an
low.
insane mempool crash? Because I think right now, like there's you can probably get away with 0.4. Well, right now sats per V-byte are like 5, so 0.4 might be a stretch, but I love 1 sat per V-byte transactions. That's my happy place.
Totally.
21 days. Whoa.
What's the skull of Satoshi?
The skull of the mining. I just saw it in Vegas. So this is a cool one. XRP made this as a hit piece on Bitcoin, or Ripple, I suppose. Ripple Labs made it as a hit piece on Bitcoin to show how bad it is for the environment. And I love that Bitcoiners, this is classic Bitcoiner, we've adopted the skull of Satoshi, and it was on prominent display in Vegas, showcasing like, hey, you can't wreck us. You cannot beat Bitcoin. And I think that is just the symbolism, and because I think Ripple Labs like donated it to the Bitcoin media conference, or to the Bitcoin conference, as like an olive branch. Him and Bailey did some thing on Twitter, but yeah, very cool piece, beautiful. And thank you, Ripple Labs, for your donation and for proving that Bitcoiners cannot fail, that Bitcoin cannot fail, maybe.
What's the largest transaction fee ever accidentally paid in Bitcoin?
Oh, in Bitcoin. I feel like this was during the ordinal spike a couple years ago. Where was it? Oh, man, my Bitcoin value might be off here. Was it 100 Bitcoin or like 99 Bitcoin, something like that, or was it lower?
It's ballpark figure. It's I think it was 99. I don't have the figure offhand.
Bitcoin.
Yeah,
I can't remember, but I feel like it was around there, and maybe I'm failing here on my trivia, but it was during the ordinal spike. That was, I think, an interesting time too, because
83
it was
Bitcoin.
83, and that was during the ordinal spike, right?
It was Paxos.
Okay. And they had some automation going haywire. That's why it's important to manage your UTXO, friends.
Yeah, definitely. In 2013, James Howells, a British IT worker, accidentally threw away his hard drive with Bitcoin he mined in 2009. How much Bitcoin was on it, and what's the 2025 value?
I'm not sure about 2025 value, but I know that, well, the headlines were circulating. I feel like it was $4.5 billion a little while ago. And so what would that be? Would that be 10,000 Bitcoin, or am I confusing that with the pizza? Like, obviously the pizza is 10,000. I'm not sure if it was 10,000 on his hard drive, maybe less.
So it was about 7,500 Bitcoin, and the current market value is
That's
a lot.
750 million?
Currently, it is 884 million.
Whoops. It's an expensive trip to the dump.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so which bug accidentally introduced but not exploited in 2017 and accidentally introduced but not exploited in 2017 and patched in 2018?
Oh, man. I am showing my non-technical chops here. That was just after the block size wars, and it wasn't to do with OPCat. I don't remember what the bug was. You'll have to forgive me on this one. I'm drawing a blank here. What was the bug?
The CVE. So CVE 2018, 17,144, the double spend bug.
Right. And I think did SegWit, that was right around when SegWit was coming in. I actually feel a little bit silly not knowing this, because at that time we had just introduced an apparatus on the ATM that people could send Bitcoin to the ATMs, and we didn't get hit with it, luckily, but one of our competitors got hit with a massive double spend like attack. And I think they lost like $250,000 or something like that. So, yeah, it was quite severe, and I remember that now. I don't remember what it was called. I just remember it as the double spend, and I can't believe I didn't remember that.
Wow. Why would Jesus have been a Bitcoiner?
Ooh, I love this. So, I have a presentation about this, and I could probably talk for 10 minutes on this alone. Actually, I literally did talk for 45 minutes about this, but it boils down to Jesus's teachings, and this is described in the book of Matthew in the Bible. So if you want to read it, Matthew chapter 18, I think. His disciples are in a park with Jesus, and they're like, Jesus, who is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven? You can imagine these alpha males following literally God, and they all want to be like the best. They're like all, kind of like mid-20s to 30. Who's the greatest? Like, how do we get there? How many people do we tell? How many people do we save? I got to baptize people. I got to tell the church. Like, what do I have to do? And Jesus straight up says, he who humbles himself like a child is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven. And if you know anything about Bitcoiners, they say, stay humble, stack sats. And so I think that with that humility over everything, I think that amongst a host of other things, that is why Jesus is a Bitcoiner.
So recently someone moved 80,000 Bitcoin. Who was it?
Was it not BlackRock?
I mean, perhaps they moved 80,000 Bitcoin, but on X it made
it was
a lot of noise.
One of the OG, this is very recently, one of the OG Satoshi era addresses. Yeah, I don't know who, but was it said who did it?
Well, there's speculation, and this is actually a trick question to see, where your mind's at, because there's debate about, and I'm sucking into your 10 minutes, but it's like, should we know? Should we just respect the person's
privacy?
Exactly.
So I would personally think that we should respect the person's privacy. However, I would say, and here I am about to disrespect someone's privacy, but this is all hearsay, and I have zero facts to the matter. But logic would dictate Ross is probably the most likely candidate for that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What message did Satoshi embed in the Genesis block?
Chancellor on the brink of collapse. Jan 3, 2009, New York Times.
Which NFL player announced he'd take part of his salary in Bitcoin in 2021?
I don't know, but I can picture his face from the headlines. And also, was he just a victim of a phishing scam?
Was
this
he?
week, I think. Let me see. NFL player, Bitcoin, Okung.
That's time.
Oh, rip.
But let's continue on this.
Yeah, Okung was called the first NFL player to accept, is what this says. But then Russell Okung.
Was that in 2021?
Ooh, it says he's a retired. What do you have?
Odell Beckham Jr.
Odell Beckham, OBJ. So OBJ did 21.
Yeah.
So this, what I've got, is in 2020. From the Panthers, Russell Okung will get half of his $13 million contract paid in Bitcoin.
Yep. Also, so there are two.
So there's two.
Yeah, but a phishing attack, I didn't hear about that. Oh,
yeah.
dear.
Bitcoin NFL fish. I don't know. I just saw it. I didn't click it. I just saw it though, which is tragic. Very tragic. Be diligent out there, friends.
Oh, definitely.
How many did we get through?
Okay, so we've gotten through. We did pretty good considering I talked. so 2.
And that's probably not your normal format either. I should have been more prepared and with the rapid fire. But I just sometimes I can't help myself.
But it's fun. It's interactive. It's about how you play. It's not about winning, right?
Right.
So 5. Let's see. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think 11 or 12.
Only halfway.
Yeah, but it's still fun. And the audience got got to see more of your personality, which is totally awesome.
And now you have to have me back to answer the last 10.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't check to see if Conrad got through all 21. I don't think he did either. I think
Conrad,
it was,
there's no chance he did. That guy can talk for ages.
And he went into the whole like Seinfeld, you know, Jerry. He's so funny.
Yeah, he's the man. I'm lucky to work with Conrad. It's a blast.
Yeah, totally. Well, thank you for playing Ask a Bitcoiner 21 questions in 10 minutes, and 2,100 sats for our viewers. Can you remind people where they can find you?
Yes, go to bitcoinwell.com to make an account and win 5 chances to win up to 1 million sats when you use the Ask a Bitcoiner 21 questions ref code. And then you can find me on Twitter, Adam O'Brien _ on Twitter.
_ Thank you very much, Adam.
Thanks so much.
Keys. Yeah. Man like quakes. Man like who? Yeah. Takes her Bitcoin off exchanges under self-custody. She runs her own node, providing liquidity. Yeah, she got her own keys. She got her own keys. She got her own keys. Yeah, she got her own keys. 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 Yeah, she got her own keys.